So, what makes a woman a good soil? Why compare a woman with a soil? Because to understand the place of a woman, the qualities that women carry, the purposes of the female gender, the purpose of the soil is significantly in resemblance to the purpose of the woman. Look at what the soil does to the earth, to the plants, the fruits thereof. Without the soil on this earth, humanity and most likely the other creatures will not be able to function. What does the soil bring to the earth? What does the soil do to the seed? What does the soil do to the plants, the fruits thereof? Which brings about the question of the purpose of the woman. What does the woman do to the family? What is the woman's place in society, in the community, in the world in general? When you take a tiny seed and plant it in the soil, what happens to the tiny seed? It grows, it shoots up. While it shoots up, the soil provides the nourishment for the plant to grow and proceed to bring forth fruits. When you look at the place of the woman, how does the woman play out in society, in the world generally? The woman serves as a nurturer, not just to her own gender, not just to her own family, but to society at large. As every human being comes forth from the woman, it is the woman who carries the baby, every child for that matter. It is the woman's body that nurtures that child, nourishes that child, while that child remains an embryo. And guess what? It is the woman that still gives as much nurturing as possible. When the baby comes out, it is the body of the woman that provides nurture as regards food. It is the woman that spends more time caring for that baby because the baby is so attached to the mother. For the past 9 months or so, the body of the woman has been nurturing, protecting that baby as an embryo. And this continues after birth. So the woman's purpose and that of the soil is in great resemblance as to provision for the earth as it relates to the soil, and provision for humanity as it relates to the woman. So there's great resemblance, and there's a lot to learn from that aspect of nature as it regards to human beings. Because as humans, we are not greater than the cosmos, than the other creatures. Why? Because we are in need of the other creatures to be able to survive here on earth. So we are definitely not greater than them. We are in complementary because they serve us and we serve them. So together we need nature. We need the other aspect of nature to be able to survive, or else we might be extinct. So how do we bring this resemblance with that of the soil? How is a good soil detected? What makes a good soil a good soil? You know, it's not every sand out there that you can plant in. And when I'm talking about planting, I'm not talking about sex, because some people might misunderstand this as, oh, the seed and being the sperm and then the... No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is huge. It's not just a part of that. It's the entire horizon of the purpose of a woman. When a man is in the presence of a good woman, whatever is given to that good woman, this good woman can turn in multiplication to something greater, to something better. Yes, because the purpose of a woman relates to giving growth, nurture, support. So, what makes a good soil a good soil? Any sand does not make a good soil. We find that biologically, a good soil consists of clay, silt, and sand. It is the combination of these three components that makes a good soil. In addition, biologically, there must be a 40 to 60% pores amongst these components. If not, when the seed is planted, the growth will be limited. So, as we now understand what makes a good soil, a good woman comprises of a woman with good virtue. And virtue consists of numerous of goodness. One that I found so prominent is trusting and empathy. As in this composition of virtue, the word empathy was not used, but the word compassion was used. So a woman that has all the qualities of virtue, trusting, and empathy, like I have chosen to call it, happens to be the two components that stood out more to me. So when you take a woman that has empathy, a woman that is trustworthy, and you bring that side by side with a male seed, you know there are different types of seed. And if the soil, the original soil itself, is not compassionate enough, is not understanding enough to that seed, that soil can crush the seed. And I'm not talking about physically. As it relates to the woman, it could be psychologically. So we'll go on to the different types of seed in a later video, as one video would not be able to contain all of this explanation. So a good woman consists of a woman that can be trusted, because it is on the foundation of trust that growth is able to persist and be consistent. So a good woman comprises of everything good, especially being trustworthy and full of empathy, in combination with the seed bringing in its own level of trust. Because how does a woman full of trustworthiness is able to explore all its nurturing, support, components to the seed, if the seed as well cannot be trusted? How do the two work together if one brings in trustworthiness and the other one brings in dishonesty? We'll continue on this topic in a later video. Make sure to subscribe. I can't say this enough. Make sure to subscribe. Alright? See you in the next video. Take care now. As always. Bye.